Welcome to this Excel VBA tutorial. This video is a quick update to a previous video which explains how to get started with Selenium Basic and Google Chrome. Google have changed recently how they provide the driver file, which allows VBA to interact with Chrome. And we've had a few questions, both on the WiseOwl website and on YouTube, asking how to make things work with the new version. So this video is going to act as a quick update. Let's have a look at what we need to do to get up and running. Firstly, let's have a very quick look at what hasn't changed since the previous version of this video. To get started working with Google Chrome in VBA, you need to install the Selenium Basic project, and that's still sitting in exactly the same place on Github as it was in the previous version of this video. So once you've navigated to that URL, you'll find the Releases option in the bottom right-hand corner, and you can see that hasn't been updated since 2016, so you can simply click on that link to view that release, and then find the SeleniumBasic.exe file. Click on that to download it, and when that's happened, you'll find the project eventually, when it's been updated, there we go, an executable file sitting in your Downloads folder. Double-click on it to install the project, and you'll end up with an installation folder, which in my case sits within my user's app data local Selenium Basic folder. So that's all exactly the same as it was before. Once you've installed the Selenium Basic project, you'll find that it comes along with a version of the ChromeDriver file, along with driver files for other browsers which I've deleted because I don't tend to use them. The problem, of course, is that this ChromeDriver file is completely out of date, bearing in mind it was last updated in 2016. So although you can attempt to use it, it's not going to work with the version of Chrome you likely have installed at the moment. Just to quickly show you what you would need to do in order to make use of it though, I've got a brand new blank Excel workbook here with a new module inserted into a Visual Basic project. And if we wanted to try to work with Chrome already, we'd need to go to the Tools menu and choose References. And then from the list of references, we'd need to find our Selenium type library. And once we've found that, we can check the box next to it and then hit OK. And now we have access to all of the objects defined in that library. So we need to declare a variable, I'm going to call mine CD, as a selenium.ChromeDriver. And then in a subroutine, which I'll call inventively test, I'd need to set a new instance of that object. So I'll say set CD equals new selenium.ChromeDriver, and then I can say cd.start and then cd.get to try to navigate to a URL. Let's go with https://www.wiseowl.co.uk. Okay, so that's the basic code you need to get up and running. If I try to run this one though, however, you'll see that it fails. So at the moment, the ChromeDriver that I've got currently installed supports version 1.1.6, and the version of Chrome that I'm currently working with is version 1.1.8. This is quite a nice way to find out which version of the ChromeDriver you actually need. So another way to find that out, if I just end that, another way to find out is to use the help system in Chrome itself. So if you have Chrome open, you can head to the three-dot menu at the top, choose help, and then choose About Google Chrome. And then again, you'll see the version of Chrome that you're working with is listed there for you. So now that we know which version of Chrome we need, how do we get the driver file installed? The simplest way to find the Google Chrome driver is to Google it. So I've Googled Chrome driver, and I've got a few links here. I'm going to go for the top one in the list, Chrome driver, web driver for Chrome. This will take me over to a page which formerly used to list out download files for the various versions of ChromeDriver. Now you'll see a little message that explains since version 1.1.5 the system has changed. So what we're going to need to do is head to this link here which talks about the Chrome for Testing Availability dashboard. If I follow that link, I'll end up with a gloriously coloured page listing out all the various versions of Chrome for testing that are available. Ignore the list at the top there. What we're going to do is head down to the list of stable versions, and what few people have had problems with from comments is they've been downloading the binaries for Chrome, not ChromeDriver. So ignore all the lists, the list at the top for Chrome, find the ChromeDriver list, and then identify the version of the driver that you need to install. So I'm working on a 64-bit edition of Windows at the moment. So what I need to do is grab a copy of this URL here. Not quite sure why that isn't an actual clickable link, but there you go. I'm going to copy that to the clipboard. Then I'm just going to drop that into the address bar, hit enter, and that'll download the appropriate version of the ChromeDriver file. So if I have a look in my downloads folder, there we go. We've got that zipped ChromeDriver file. I can right click and extract that. And once that's done, I can navigate into that folder and the subfolder, and then I'll find my simple ChromeDriver.exe file. I'm going to copy that from its current location and then head back to my SeleniumBasic install folder. I can just paste into this and overwrite the existing version of ChromeDriver, or if you think you're likely to want to keep a copy of this, you could rename it. I'm going to stick the extension .old at the end, and that'll sort of disable it as an executable file. And then I can paste in my new version of ChromeDriver, and there we go. So having done that, if I simply switch back to my Visual Basic project, all the same code is in place. If I run the code now, however, yay, it runs Chrome. So there you go. That's the process. Hopefully that helps you if you've been having difficulty getting that up and running. Drop any more questions in the comments below and I'll see if I can answer them. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.